Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Angela Wolf here, brand ambassador. Super excited to see you. And if you watched the show on Tuesday, I hope you had a lot of inspiration for the new 10 needle and the new software. Oh my gosh, if you missed that show, you have to go back. Tina did a great tutorial. And shortly after that, I started playing with the embroidery software. And that wreath that she was talking about, I have to tell you, is pretty awesome. So pop in, say hi. I see you all. We are live streaming on Brother Sewing and Crafting YouTube and Facebook pages. And guess who we have here today? In case you missed the title, we have the fabulous Lynn Lilly, and we're going to be doing a fun thing on sublimation. We were talking earlier. I said, I better get that word out. Maybe don't say it 10 times fast. Lynn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Angela?
Good. I was like, we're doing sub.
I know, right? But it's my favorite. I say it. It is, I think, my favorite of all the Brother machines. I like them all, but like, I have a special place for the sublimation printer in my heart because I wanted to experiment with sublimation printing for so long. And like, a lot of the other printers were expensive. And then Brother came out with this affordable printer that had professional level quality printing. And I was sold and obsessed.
I'm with you on that because I agree. The price before that from other brands was crazy. And I was like, I want to try this so bad. And when they announced they came out with this a couple years ago, I was doing the happy dance like you, except you go way beyond what I even wanted to do.
So I love it for a couple reasons. So if you're new to sublimation, you may be like, what is that? Like, I'm used to doing crafts where I'm cutting things on my Scan and Cut and then I'm pressing them. Well, sublimation is an awesome product for a couple reasons. So when you're actually printing out a design on your printer and then you press it on a piece of sublimation friendly material, which we'll talk about in just a second, it actually fuses with your fabric. So unlike using a heat transfer vinyl that may over the course of time may peel, things like that, this is fused with your fabric. So it's long lasting. It doesn't stretch when you wash it. It doesn't peel. It's amazing. Pretty much was what I'm trying to say.
It is amazing.
It is amazing. And the other key with sublimation, if you're new to it, is that the material you use needs to be 100% polyester to get your best, brightest colors. So we'll talk about it in a second. There's a lot of sublimation blanks that are coming out that you can pick up right in your local craft store. Or you can check material like your little tags inside pieces of clothing or on fabric and see what the polyester count is. But today we're talking about my other favorite thing, which is Halloween. Angela, do you love Halloween?
Not as much as you do.
I love it.
Every time I think I really love a holiday and have a lot of deco around the house, you blow me away.
I love Halloween, and my husband says he may divorce me if I buy another skeleton. So we love it. We have a giant Halloween party every year. Oh, it started during COVID. We hide Halloween colored eggs. We have this whole party. The kids find the eggs. We decorate the house. We're up to, I think, almost 100 people every year. It's crazy. But anyways, I could talk all day about Halloween, but let's craft. So
I just want to know, everybody watching, who wants to be Lynn's neighbor? I do.
Yes, it is. Everyone's always like, am I getting invited to the Halloween party? I'm like, once you're invited once, you're on the list for years to come. So, and the list just keeps growing. All right, so we're going to talk about making a Halloween decoration today. And something that I love, which is inexpensive, are yard flags. And they make them as 100% polyester, and you can get a giant pack of them for like under 20 bucks. But today we're going to turn it into a cute sign that you could either hang almost like a wreath on your front door or inside your house. So, and because we're going to be designing it on Artspira, you can customize it however you want. So we're going to create this design today. We're going to print it, we're going to press it, and we're going to do it all in like 30 minutes, which is really cool. And if you're doing it without talking like I am, you could do it in even less time. All right, so Angela, give me a second. I'm going to get my phone plugged in so we can get my app up on the screen.
Sounds good. While she's hooking that up, as soon as I see it pop in here, everybody wants to be your neighbor, by the way. I'm looking at the...
Come on. We live in Roswell, Georgia. It's amazing. We love it.
Everybody's like, yes, yes. I do love Halloween. Are you dressing up this year? I would love to know what your costume is if you are.
Oh, are you talking to me or are you talking to the audience?
I'm talking to you and the audience.
Okay, so while we're getting the screen up, our family is being villains this year.
Oh,
Yes. So
that
we're
sounds
all being a different villain. So my villain is Cruella. My daughter is going to be Wednesday. My husband's going to be Captain Hook, and my youngest daughter is going to be Maleficent. So the girls are really into the whole like Disney villain deal this year. So that's the plan for right now.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let me bring this up a little bit bigger, and let me get rid of the banners so we don't cut off anybody. Hold on one second. Perfect. You know, your table matches the brother banner today, and we didn't even plan that.
I love it. Yeah, and I didn't even notice that when we were getting on earlier. Okay, so I've got my Artspira app up, and if you haven't played with Artspira, it's an amazing app that connects all of the different brother machines. So from cutting to sewing to embroidery to printing. And if you scroll through the home page, it gives you a nice little overview of new things that are being added to the app for all the different uses, right? So you'll see there's some popular designs, but one feature that I really like these days is being able to search. So for me, this is going to be Halloween. So if I search Halloween, what's going to pop up is a collection of all the different Halloween options, right? But I need to see just printing options. So if I click that little thing up in the corner, I then can come down here and go to data type. I was doing this earlier, so sublimation is just checked. But if you're going to be looking for cutting designs and things like that, you can select just that, and that's the only designs within what you searched are shown. So it saves you some time weeding through different files. So let's get back on over here, and you'll see all the different things. So I like to just look through here, kind of get an idea of what I've got going on. I'm going to grab this spider to get started, and I'm going to hit create. It's going to pull it up directly on a blank canvas, okay? And what I'm doing now is I'm using my fingers. I'm just pinching to size it. In the layout section, you can size it exactly how you want, but for me, I'm just going to estimate it right now. I'm going to head back into my design area, and I'm going to go into illustration. That's going to be where all the other illustrations are. If you're going to want to find holiday stuff, there is a holiday category, but for time's sake, I went ahead and favorited a few of the Halloween ones. So they actually have this really pretty Halloween font, which I like. So I'm going to start with that, right? And I'm going to put my little spider right on over there. And this is the sign that's going to go on my front door. So I'm going to add some text that says, welcome to our, and you're going to get to see all the awesome fonts. So I'm going to move it right on up here, and I'm just going to pinch to size it how I want. So I'm going to go in here and change the color to orange. And look at all those colors. You can change it to so many different colors. There's a gazillion options, which I love. And I might just kind of pop it right there. All right. And then for fonts, if you hit font, you're going to be able to see all the different fonts. There are Angela, do you know how many there are? I don't, but there's a lot.
If you get past the A's for the font that you choose.
I mean, so I'm going to stick with the font I have, but I just wanted to show you, like I'm just in B's right now, right? So till it loads them all, there is a lot. We could scroll for days. So because there's a lot too, if you find one that you like, you can always favorite that font as well, or you could go to history and see. So this is like all the last, probably I would say maybe like 25 fonts that I've used. It saves them all right there. So if you're like me and have a short-term memory that's for the birds, like you don't have to remember the name of the font, you can just go back and see which are the last ones you used. So I'm going to stick with that one for right now. And then I'm going to add welcome to our Halloween house. Okay. So we're going to, done. We're going to add, there we go. Text. We're going to add house. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that right down there. Okay. So I'm going to change I'm going to leave my font the same, but I'm going to change the color to orange as well. One of the other cool things that I'm going to show you with font, and you can kind of get creative with this, right? So this is where the fun design comes in. You can play with different things in here. I'm going to move my spider kind of closer down here. And then I'm going to put Posner family, which is my married last name. A lot of people don't know that. So welcome to the fam. You now know my secrets. So I'm going to put Posner family. And I'm going to do a different font for that one. And then we're going to do something fun with the font, which is probably a feature that came out maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. I'm going to go into history. We're going to use the cherry bomb one because that one's fun. Now, one of the cool things you can do with fonts is you can use the transform tool. The transform tool will allow you to do a lot of cool things. So we can arc the font, which I love. So we can make it curve, which I want to do because guess what? I want it to curve around my spider. How cute is that?
Oh my gosh, that spider is
Isn't that so cute? And then I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it purple. I love playing purple into Halloween. Okay, and so then if you want to add anything else to it, so if I want to add another spider per se, I'm going to select it. There's a circle with little dots, and I'm going to hit duplicate. So I'm going to add another spider, but I'm going to put that little spider right on over here. Okay. So he's going to go right up there, just like that. And you can see how fast I'm designing this, right? Like that is the cool part about using this app. You can come up with your own unique designs in minutes. And Angela, stop me if anyone has any questions, okay?
Okay. Everybody's just saying they love it. And also, Elsa said she likes the spider and the app is getting better and better.
It is. That is the perfect thing to say. The app is getting better and better. I love that they keep adding so many cool things. All right. So I have the base of my design. What I want to do is I'm going to group it all together so that I can size it. I have everything kind of sized in the proportions that I want. So I select one of my items. I go back to that little circle that has the 3 dots in the center, and I hit multi-select, and I'm going to hit select all. So you'll see it popped up boxes around my entire design. Then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to hit group. Now that design is all one. So we'll hit done. And now I can size that as big or as small as I want. So I like to design my proportions and then hook it all together and size it as needed. Okay. So there's another piece I'm going to add to the bottom, but I'm going to do that in a separate file. So we'll talk about that in a second. I'm ready to print this now. So make sure my machine is awake over here. I'm going to hit done. All right. It'll ask if you want to save it. I already have this design saved, so I don't need to save it twice. When it comes here, guess what it did? It already mirrored our design. Does the remembering for you, right? We've all made HTV projects where we've forgotten to mirror. Let's be real, right? So I love the fact that this does the thinking for you. You hit print, and it is going to go directly to our sublimation printer. And what I love about this is how quickly it prints. You'll see it in just a sec. What I'm going to do while we're doing that, though, is I've got a blank yard flag right here, okay? And so, again, when you are, I'm going to unplug this because we don't need that screen anymore. All right. So when you are looking for a base fabric, again, 100% polyester or labeled sublimation friendly, I'm going to pull out my press here, and I am going to press this for just a few seconds. I want to try and get out as many of the wrinkles as I can and any of the moisture that is in the fabric. All right. So I'm going to put a piece of parchment over it just in case my top of my iron is a little dirty. And I'm going to let that count down for, I have it set for 60 seconds, but I'll probably just do it for about 30. All right. We're still printing over there, but let me kind of show you what this looks like. I printed one out earlier, and I went ahead and cut around it because we're going to add some more fun stuff to it. But you may be like, man, those colors look dull. You said that they were going to be bright, professional quality. Well, guess what? That's the fun part about sublimation. After you print it, you see the vibrance on the fabric, which is really cool. So I also went out and printed Ghouls and Goblins only, which is going to go on the bottom of my design. All right, we're going to take that out. Okay, so check it out. Ta-da! Printed just like that. We're going to use the one that I already have cut. Some of you may, though, have some questions about, like, what kind of paper is that? What goes in there? So we actually use the Brother Sublimation paper, and I don't think I've ever showed this on one of our labs, so I wanted to keep the pack out. You can get this on Brother's online store or at a Brother dealer. But this special paper helps because it's compatible with the ink. It's compatible with the fabric, so use the paper. All right, so we're going to pull this guy back out. We probably didn't get a ton of the wrinkles. Well, we got some of the wrinkles out. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lay it out on my surface. And one of the other key ingredients when you're doing sublimation is that you also need heat-safe tape. And so we talk about this all the time. It's not like Scotch tape. It's not like that clear packing tape. Heat safe tape is made so that it can withstand very, very high temperatures. And it's labeled as that. So please do not put any other kind of tape in your presses because it will melt to your project. So that's a very, very important key. And the reason why you want to use that tape is so that your design doesn't accidentally move around while it's being pressed. Even the slightest movement this is perfect for Halloween, but it's called ghosting. So it looks almost like there's a shadow to the design, or it's kind of doubled, like you've got double vision. So that is really, really important that you use the tape. So I'm laying out all my pieces. I'm doing this upside down facing you. So if it's a little bit crooked, forgive me, okay? I'm going to tape this on. And while I'm doing that, Angela, have you made anything yet for Halloween?
Well, actually, I should have brought it up. I was going through cleaning my studio because I've got a class here, and I found my Halloween bag that I made. It's actually on Brother's blog. It's a furry little thing with like fake fur all over it. And every time I take it out, I have orange faux fur all over the place.
I love it.
But I take it out to put some more chocolates in there. Hey, while you're doing that, Amanda wants to know, hey, can you sublimate on vinyl? Have you ever tried that?
It would have to be a vinyl that has a polyester count. So I don't believe your everyday, like, are you talking about like heat transfer vinyl?
Let's ask her. Amanda, what kind of vinyl are you talking about?
Yeah. Or are we talking about like vinyl fabric? Like, so there's a different, I don't know. I have never tried it on like iron-on HTV vinyl or adhesive vinyl before. It's a good question and something we could definitely experiment with, but I'm going to probably say unless it's a specific type of heat transfer vinyl or adhesive vinyl, you probably can't sublimate on it. I could be wrong, but that's something we can take a look at and we'll let you know next show. I will research that for you.
There you go. And
I like the challenge.
If you're talking about fabric or heat transfer vinyl.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my banner and I'm going to lay it out on my heat press. I always like to put a piece of parchment over it. Typically this Brother paper is fantastic and doesn't bleed through, but you never know, and I want to keep my heat press safe. All right. So I go ahead and I pop it in there and we've got 60 seconds. So I'll bring this one back up because I added a bunch of fun stuff. So you'll see what it looks like once it's done. But then I am a little extra with Halloween. Those of you that want to live next door to me, if you did, you would know. And also everything is better with trim. So that's been my saying for a long time. Like everything is cuter with trim. People think I'm crazy, but I love it, right? A little bit of ribbon and a little bit of trim, jazzed this up and made it look like something professional that you bought in the store, right? Isn't that cute?
That is so cute. Do you know how expensive that would be in a store? Very expensive.
Goodness, right? And I'm telling you, I think I've got a pack of 20 of these flags. And I believe it was probably like $25 for a pack of 20. It was super inexpensive. So knowing, and this is also a fabric that will withstand outdoors too. And your sublimation will withstand the outdoors as well. So that's what's great. You could use it as a yard flag, or you could put it on the front door, or you could even put this inside. Like if you've got a random nail that you want to hang a piece of decoration on, you can. All right. One other little fun fact about this. This is glow in the dark ribbon. So
I love that.
It's going to glow in the dark. I just got it at the craft store and I was like, oh, I can't wait to hang this up outside. All right. I'm going to pull this out. All right. So it's going to be really hot. Unless you are a crazy crafter and have no like fingerprints like me, because I burn my fingers so much, it's going to be really hot. So make sure that you let it cool before you peel off the tape. Okay. You can even kind of wring it out a little bit too, but I'm going to do it because I don't have, and I want y'all to like see it as I'm pulling it off. But look at the vibrant colors, right? I told you the difference in the colors is awesome. How cute is this? Look at that. Adorable, right? I mean, you could go without the ribbon and the trim too. But what an easy project that we designed, printed, and pressed. It's only 12:20 and we started at 12 and I talked a lot at the beginning. So
That
really,
is so cute.
Right? It's so quick and easy. And then literally, like, I have scraps. That's where this ribbon came from. I was going through scraps of ribbon. So always save your scraps, because when you've got just like a little over a foot of ribbon or trim left, it's nice to use it on things like this. And then just make sure you use a glue that's made for outdoors if you're going to pop it outdoors. But I don't know about you. If you like it, let us know in the comments. I always love your feedback. I'm going to find out about the vinyl. I don't know if she's answered yet on what type of vinyl.
Can you hear me okay, Lynn?
I can hear you. Yep.
My video keeps freezing me, so I'm just gonna like talk to you.
Okay, you're good.
Hey, Patricia says she has a question for you. Does the printer need to be dedicated to just sublimating?
Yes. So this is a sublimation specific printer. So it is the Brother Sublimation printer. You cannot print anything else on it besides sublimation. There is special ink in there. And even if you did try to print something else, it's going to print very dull like, right? So this is a printer that is just sublimation. Another thing too, you saw that we designed in the ArtSphere app. One other thing that you can do with the sublimation printer, if for instance, you have a design that you designed in another software, or you've gotten it from somewhere else, you can send it directly to the printer. You can install the print driver for free on your computer, and you can send that design directly to the Brother Sublimation printer too. What you will have to do though is you'll have to mirror it before you print it. All sublimation for the most part needs to be mirrored. There's a few different blanks where you don't mirror, but for the most part it needs to be mirrored.
That's awesome. Okay. And then we have, Lorraine says she loves this. Lorraine says she does sublimate she's done it on white glitter vinyl. And Julie said, yes, I sublimated on HTV as well. So there you go.
All right. I'm going to try it on a regular piece of Brother HTV and we'll see if it works. Maybe, and I'll report back to you. I'll bring a sample to our next live.
I love that. Patricia said it would make a cute pillow.
Yeah.
True.
I like it.
True.
Cool.
All right, awesome. Lynn, this was so much fun, and I'm sorry that I'm just hiding myself below.
No,
I'm frozen.
It's technology, right? It's our best friend sometimes, our worst friend others. What can you do? But
at least I have a voice, right?
That's right.
All right, everyone. If you are watching the replay, be sure to leave comments and questions. We'll answer those as well. Lynn, as always, it's fabulous to see you. I can't wait to see what we do next month.
Yes. I'm working on something fun, so make sure you tune in.
Love it. All right, everyone. Have a great day. See you next week.